Okay, welcome everybody. I'm going to talk a bit about organizing your workspace or studio or whatever you may have that you work in regularly to be crafty or creative, or you build or make or put together. And hopefully these hints you can apply to your own studio. I try to keep costs low and be creative with what's out there already, so I don't have to worry about people or anyone having to build me anything from scratch. So let's look at my table here. This is going to be a little awkward, as you can see, because I'm on my laptop, and so I'm doing the best. So what we have back here, which really so much helps to keep everything organized, especially when you're dealing with all kinds of materials, and you're always around wondering where your scissors are, because they're usually at the bottom of the pile you're on top of, or everything's on top of it. So I always use my scissors and throw them back here. This is what you would use in a kitchen. These wooden blocks here, and it's magnet strips on it. So I can hold tools on there, anything metal. I have 2 or 3 of them around, and they help me at organizing and keeping all my tools that I use regularly organized. And when I need them, I can grab them in a very quick second. Again, when you're more organized, you can get more work done and less time, and that's the key when you're especially in the business of building. The other great thing, if you're into using a lot of tapes and that, I have this is actually a, right here, this is actually a paper towel holder for the kitchen, and basically it can hold 2 different, I have my electrical tape on this side and all kinds of tape. I actually have more tape, but it's not all here, and it piles right up to the top. But it's a great way, again, to keep all your tapes in one area. It's out of the way, and easy access to it when you need it, and you can see them quickly. Here we have right here, this, unfortunately, I had to buy. I didn't have it pre-made or anything, but you can purchase this little roundabout which has drawers in it. So an idea like this of organizing your pins, other small tools that you use pretty regularly, is another great device to have and to use, and again, easy to twirl, and it holds a lot without taking up too much space. So let's look over here. Since I am in a puppet studio, we'll look over here. You can buy stuff at IKEA, and if you noticed here, thank you, Toby. Okay, so here, this is where I keep eyeballs, ears, ear ideas, eyeballs, scraps of fabric, and accessories, boas, wigs, extra materials. I mean, it's all here. I have more, but this is such a great way, because if I need a certain type of, let's just say I need a eyeball ideas. I just pull out the eyeball bin and I open it up, and there's all different possibilities in here of eyeball ideas, suggestions. I usually keep one of everything I have, and any extras I'll buy, sometimes extras, because I know I use something commonly. I just store it somewhere else where I know where they all are. And this is a great way when I'm building a puppet to just grab this bin, go through it, and find out what works, what doesn't work, and narrow down my my ideas for that particular puppet. These are usually, you can buy these wonderful organizers at IKEA. I think I spent maybe 60, 80 bucks on them each. It sounds like a lot, but I'll tell you, it is so worth it when you can organize them. And I have them all labeled, like, look, eye material. So I just use those little labelers and eye material, and I know exactly what's in each of the containers. The one in the middle here is to hold all the different furs. Talking about furs earlier. And here's some furs right here. I usually buy all different kinds when I see them. Especially, it's hard to get furs, and in particular colors sometimes in a whim when you really need it. So I buy usually a meter or two of, this is quite small, so I must have used it for a project and just had enough left over. So that's what I do. So I actually have a whole bin full of furs right in here. I can't bring my camera over to show you, and the door doesn't open all the way, but believe me, there's a lot of fur here. So if you need fur, no. Anyways, yes, and always keep your eyes out for sales. Absolutely. Great hint. Unfortunately, I just buy when I see it because usually it's gone before I know it. What else can I show you? Thread. Thread, something that some people have a lot of. If you see right above the puppet's head there, I've got a rack on the wall, and it's just simply all kinds of threads that I have collected. And it's just a rack that you can hang on the wall and keep the threads up and out of the way and still quickly have access to them. Okay. What else can I give you? Oh, I know. Underneath the table. Underneath the table here. Let me see how that's turning out. I bought these. These are scrapbooking for paper, the big wide paper that scrapbookers use. And I use this to organize patterns, smaller size patterns, like doll joints, eyelash whiskers, pipe clay, things that are kind of small, that's a little bit too small for the bins, but still need an area where they all come together. So I'm not searching through large bins at the bottom, trying to find little items. There's pipe cleaners, there's fishing string wires, all that. So again, a labeler, and didn't cost me a lot for this little stand that's on wheels, just to organize those little items that you can easily lose or have to dig around for in larger bins. And it works great. I think that's a lot of little hints on organizing your studio and kind of thinking outside of the box and looking at resources that you can look around and use them. And do I have my reference? Okay, someone's asked in the chatters group, Lundygrass, if we actually use, or if I have a library reference. I do. It is underneath the table. I'll see how messy it is underneath this table. It's all right. I got a little pile of patterns going that I'll show you. There it is right there. It's kind of hard to see, but yes, there's my reference, DVDs, books, and all that. It's underneath my cutting table. So again, if you don't have a lot of space, you have to figure out every way that you can try to put things in areas to save space, but still have access to it. And one thing, I don't know if I recorded this, and I'm going to pull it out right now. Thank you, Lundygrass, for triggering me. One thing I've recommended to people, and I think I just did it on air without taping it, and since we're talking about organizing, I actually have binders full of information I've got off the internet, because the issue is, if you find it on the internet, it can be gone in a month, it can be gone in a week, and you'll never see it again. So I organize everything in these books. I actually have 2 of these now, and it's everything from pattern ideas to arm rod ideas. It's like a big reference guide, fleece and dyeing. So if I really feel like it's something I can use down the road, I will print it right away. Stage equipment and storage ideas, mechanical ideas, eye, mouth, nose, hair ideas, and then a whatever section. This is one book. I've started a second book already because this one is full, and they're pretty large binders, as you can see. They're probably one of the larger size ones, and invaluable, because I can tell you that you'll never find something when you need it. So I just basically print it off and I have it, and that's it. So I hope all that will help you, give you hints, and help you organize your workspace, whatever you might do, whether it's puppetry or mechanics or crafters, whatever you may do. It's important to have some organization. Saves you time, which saves you money. So that's the key to organizing. Thanks a lot. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.